If you want to get ad-free access of our rawest, unedited, and uncensored catches, exclusive live streams, and behind-the-scenes phone calls, join our locals for the low price of just $10 a month. And don't forget to get yourself something new like our exclusive Air Gordon t-shirt, only on PredatorPoachers.com.
1402 Sam.
We're checking out now.
Don't resist, you'll make it.
We're checking out now.
This channel is a group of investigative journalists who make educational documentaries showcasing and educating society, especially parents and legal guardians, about potential scenarios that result from young people and adults conversating online if left unchecked. We conduct thorough interviews with consenting adults in an attempt to understand their perspective on why they partake in these conversations online with people that are not of age. The goal of the interviews in these videos and the videos themselves is to gain an understanding of the perspective of the individual being interviewed, so parents and the rest of society can be educated and aware of potential thought processes and desires of adults online to unsupervised persons not of age. These videos are not to cyberbully, harass, degrade, accuse, or threaten any individuals partaking in the interview process or in the video itself. We do not condone any of these actions. These videos are strictly educational, and we grant full permission for academia, which is any classroom setting or in scholarly papers, to show or cite our videos. To ensure that these videos are strictly used for educational purposes, we strictly adhere to YouTube's community guidelines, such as not revealing someone's personally identifiable information, in other words, PII. YouTube defines personally identifiable information as their home address, email addresses, signing credentials, phone numbers, passport number, medical records, or bank account information. We thoroughly look at and edit our videos to ensure that none of this information about any individual is shown in our videos. To ensure extra privacy for each person that is a subject of an interview in any of our videos, as of September 1st, 2022, to thoroughly comply with YouTube's harassment and bullying policy, there will be no mention or information about the last name or first name of any person interviewed in our videos. Due to potentially illegal activities discussed in our videos, law enforcement in the respective jurisdiction we conduct these interviews in is notified of each interview and video filmed by us. We are not accusing any individual interviewed of being guilty or committing a crime. That is the job of law enforcement. We are not vigilantes, and we do not condone vigilantism or vigilante behavior, such as taking the law into your own hand or not notifying law enforcement when a suspected crime takes place. We are investigative journalists. Trigger warning. Some of what can be discussed in these videos can be sensitive to some, emotional, or stressful. The only goal of these videos is to educate the public. At the end of each video, as of September 1st, 2022, there will be an educational portion at the end to discuss what was talked about in the video and to discuss what people can take from that video and learn from and tell others about. Our goal here is to bring awareness and educate the public. Now the video will start.
1402 Sam.
We're checking out now.
Don't resist, you'll make it.
We're checking out
Multiple DUIs.
Got it.
Yeah, if you can text and just say, hey, when are you getting back home? But
I
if
have my little boy with me all the
hey,
time.
I just promise you, nothing like that is happening. You know, we have.
I just want to make sure like nothing's happening.
Right,
Yes,
he
ma'am,
seems to be into girls.
And I don't want to see anything else happening to another child. Like
Right,
I love
right.
children so
Right.
much.
Yes,
Like, I
ma'am.
volunteered at the school. My mom was a teacher.
Yes,
who works
ma'am.
with special education children and like that. Like
Right.
I am.
No, and we know...
And that's why we felt comfortable telling you.
Right. We just felt you were the right person to tell us about, so... But yeah, I'll spare you the details, but it's a lot of kids that he's doing this with online. So what we just want to confirm that it is in fact him, then we are gonna call the cops on him. Obviously we're gonna do it away from your kids, like we're gonna try to do it out, you know.
Like and I also rescue cats kind of under the table.
Oh,
so
nice.
I got
My
mad
cat's a stray too, yeah.
I got mad cats in there, and like having cops inside is not.
Oh no,
Yeah,
cops
no,
will be coming inside.
No, we're gonna make sure it's like kind of in the parking lot, like we don't
And
want...
his
you
name's
know.
not on there, right?
His name is not on the lease.
Okay, so yeah. So you know, after we're done with our conversation, and if it just so happens that you know, the police don't do anything, you know, it's just a W for
He's
you.
out tonight. Like I'll go get his. And it's gonna be outside.
Yeah. Oh, what time do they usually get back around?
Anytime between 11 and 12. I'm sorry, I thought you guys were coming because maybe he up on his parole, but no.
Well, he kind of did in a way.
Yeah, but this does not sit with me. Like this don't serve.
Of course.
Yeah, we actually we just got an arrest over in Oklahoma earlier today, so we travel the whole country doing this.
Like in my home, like of all places.
Yeah, he did. So I just want to, you know, I know
He's sitting on my couch in my fully furnished apartment, and I let him in.
Right.
He wasn't supposed to be here this long, and I've let him live here with like $400 a month in rent.
Jeez.
And he's being a.
Yeah, I know you believe us, but this is just proof. This is him on the phone with the 12-year-old. He's showing the apartments right here. And then this is obviously him, and
This decoy is in 12, just so you know. But
Right, but
there
Yeah, because
is.
I've seen like this online.
right,
Yeah.
right. But he was
I just
talking to so
never
many kids.
thought that this would happen like in my home.
Right. No, I mean he's just talking to so many kids that who does he know whether one's fake or not at this point?
Anybody else need a cigarette?
No, ma'am, it's all right.
No. Yeah.
Well, do you know? No problem. What was your name again,
My
ma'am?
name's-
Do you know the city the Papa John's is in?
Yes, it's in. It's on.
Okay, because we could. I mean, he's not mobile, right?
He's not mobile. He doesn't have a car. He doesn't have a license.
Okay, does he do deliveries or does he stay at the
He
store?
doesn't do deliveries. He's actually finishing up his management training tonight that my husband got him set up for.
Okay, is there anybody over him at the store besides your husband?
There might be a driver or two.
But is there anybody like managing Jose, telling what to do?
Just my husband. He's the AGM of the
know.
store.
Okay. Do you think if you told your husband that like something's about to happen, or like maybe we could go over there and talk to him away from the store?
I'm not sure. He tends to freak out quite a bit.
Your husband?
Yeah.
Okay.
He has. If y'all want to wait,
Yeah.
I can just make sure that goes inside, stays with my son, and that'll be it.
Am I?
Because I want this done tonight, and he's out of my apartment tonight. That's not gonna fly with him.
Right.
Yes,
That's horrific, and I don't care that it's fake 12-year-olds. You still
Well,
think you're talking to a
this
12-year-old.
situation is a fake one, but other situations online are not. He's only messaging our fake account because he's messaging a bunch of real ones. This is
Right.
Right. Well, I mean, you can't be broadcasting everything, So,
Oh, I thought we were just gonna wait.
well,
What's wrong?
Nothing.
all right. How far is it from here?
It's like a 15 to 20 minute drive.
Okay. I see. So it's
That's all. No, it's not your phone. I should have said something. Oh my god.
Is there a way that y'all can send me this as well?
yeah, 100%. Here, I can text it to you right now.
Because he's not gonna have a job anymore. Nothing. I'm so sorry. Thank you guys. This is
No problem. Here, I texted you my first and last name, and
I just assumed this would be a warrant thing or something.
no, we're not even cops, but obviously we're just gonna.
No, I love what y'all do.
Thank you. All right, I texted you kind of
If y'all
what we
want,
have.
y'all can follow me up there
Okay, let's do that.
because my son's safe over there. Let me just text you because
Sure.
I want to be there.
Yeah, we kind of. I think it's best just the kids don't see the cops come here, and so let's just do that.
Let me call real quick and.
Bad circumstances, but basically, y'all's roommate that y'all graciously let into your home, Jose has been messaging a lot of underage kids on the internet, and not only that, but trading child as well.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so obviously we're going to turn everything into the cops, but we do want to talk to him just to make sure he admits to what he needs to admit to, and then we're going to call them over here. Obviously, we're not going to make sure. We're going to make sure we kind of move him over there just so it doesn't disturb y'all's business, but. We didn't want to talk about the apartment either because we didn't want y'all's son to see the cops or anything like that. But
Living in our local work site.
yeah, we showed
I'm sorry I brought them here. I didn't want to notify you because you freak out. I just wanted to tell you when I got here. I'm so sorry.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if you could just tell them the package is here.
Yeah, we're just to come talk to
you.
you.
Screenshots, he has evidence.
Right. Yeah, if we could just talk to him, just kind of over there. Just.
Amy, so he's safe right now. Okay. Okay.
What was your name, man? Nice to meet you, Alex. Yeah.
Sorry, he gets real nervous.
No worries, man. What's up, Jose? Nice to meet you, Gordon.
Can we just talk outside?
Yeah.
Oh.
Is that y'all?
Nah, yeah, we were ordering earlier.
So it's just about some messages online to Ariel we should probably go over. We didn't tell him everything. We just said it's a personal matter. Like, we're not trying to put your business on blast. Can we just go in the light over there just so we're away from the business?
Yeah.
Appreciate you, man. Yeah, I know you're a real good kid and everything.
Yeah.
We just want to get it situated. That's all. So, look, I just told them that you're going to be honest with us. They know you're a good kid.
I mean, you didn't want to talk any other place besides
right.
I think right here
Yeah.
should be, or over here. Yeah. I'm not trying to talk and see all over.
Yeah. Well.
Y'all good. Y'all good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is this okay?
Yeah, man. Yeah. So, do you kind of know what we're here to talk to you about, man?
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess before anything, how old is Ariel?
12 or 13.
Yeah, man. Appreciate your honesty.
Yeah.
So we want to kind of just figure out, because you are 22, and obviously, like I said, we didn't tell them everything. We just got kind of some personal stuff, but obviously there was a concern because they kind of let you into their home.
Right.
And
right.
they told me that you wanted to get some help, or that they would want to get you some help. Do you kind of know when all this online started with these younger kids?
I was scrolling around Instagram pretty alone, and then just try to befriend them.
Okay. About how long ago did these kids start hitting you up?
Probably about like 6 months, or I started with Ariel probably about like around October, I think.
Okay.
Last year.
Okay. How many others besides Ariel? Because
Just her.
Okay. Well, I printed hers out, but I didn't want to print out everybody's because I didn't want to be redundant with stuff. I'm not saying that you met up with them. I'm just saying how many other underage have tried to text you or get at you is what I'm asking.
I try to text a couple here and there, probably about like maybe 5 more.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Would it be you initiating it sometimes? And then
sometimes, yeah, sometimes.
So like half and half?
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, I guess you're just willing to be honest with us about this, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So how, you're only 22. We don't want you to end up like those 50-year-olds with the ice cream trucks, right? How do we get on session, man? What happened with that?
Just random DM, and I was like, okay, I'll look it out.
It probably sucked you into some crazy stuff, huh?
Yeah. I deleted the app. I was like, I'm okay off of this.
Sure. So what stuff was on session?
A lot of so that's
Really?
why I deleted it, yeah.
Okay.
I was like, I'm okay.
What were the age ranges that were being shown?
I don't know. It was like super young.
Jeez.
It was like a babies and here and there, and I was like, yeah, I gotta get off of this, because my FBI agent, on my phone, I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm good, man. I'm not trying to get into all
So
that.
were people just sending this stuff to you, randomly?
It was a group chat that I got put in.
Oh my god.
Okay.
They added me.
So were these videos or pictures of babies?
Both, all the way from babies to teenagers.
So what even happens in a video of a baby being?
Very inappropriate stuff from a lot of stuff,
Wait, with an adult and a baby?
Yeah.
Jeez Louise, man.
Yeah, it was super up, and I'm just trying to friend, you've seen Ariel's text, it's nothing's crazy is going on.
Right.
Just talking about her day and whatnot.
Right. I guess what we want to, because again, you're in your early 20s, and you can stomp this out and be good the rest of your life, right?
Yeah.
But what caused you to start trading this child around?
Probably I don't know. There's some, I don't know.
Did someone ask you to do it, or did you start sending it to people? How did it first start?
I got asked to do it.
Okay.
As a middleman,
Okay, so it wasn't your material, but you took material from somebody else, send that to other people, and then.
Because obviously you're not the one recording this stuff.
Yeah,
or else,
no.
we wouldn't be having this conversation
Right.
with you right now.
Right.
We care more about the people that are obviously making it because, who cares about the distributor of a movie? People care about the director, the star, and stuff like that. Obviously, this case is a lot more sinister.
Right.
But, I mean, I guess, what would you trade with them that they would see a value with stuff like this?
I wouldn't trade them anything. It's just a lot of people, they're like, hey, I can't send anything. My account's blocked or whatnot. Can you send it for me?
Okay, so they would basically recruit you to send child to other people. So how many times do you think you got recruited to send child other people?
Twice.
Twice? Okay.
Yeah.
What app did they make you do it on?
On Session.
Okay. So what did they ask you to send them? Okay.
Yeah.
But like, so somebody was asking you to send it to somebody else, right?
Yeah.
So how did you get that to send it to that other person?
They would send it to me. They're like, those two accounts would be blocked from each other.
Okay.
And so I would be the middleman from them.
They were blocked from each other on Session?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they would just ask you like, "Hey, I'm gonna send this to you. Can you send this to this guy?"
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense.
I mean, he's like that Treasure Chest TX guy. He just takes shirts from a rag house and sells it. It's like the middleman,
Oh,
right?
W plug.
Yeah, I like Treasure Chest TX. He's a great
it's
guy.
like a right angle, you know. I'm the middleman for those two.
So I guess like, I mean, let's say if someone were to like go on your phone, like would it be mostly on Session?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what they would like ask you to kind of be the middleman at.
Yeah.
So do you have an Android iPhone?
iPhone.
Okay. So how do you go about, because I know on Session you can't, I know Telegram you can forward or whatever, but I know on Session you can't really forward stuff from what I understand. So do you know, like, and you're 22, we want to just educate you on this. Do you know how risky it is to save child to your phone?
Probably like super risky.
Okay.
Honestly.
It's like even when you delete the app, you know it's like really still there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you have to clear the cache, I guess.
Not even that.
Wow.
Like it's one of those things. Like I don't know if you know this, but like a lot of images they are flagged for the most part. You know what I mean?
Wow. Yeah.
So like even if you were to delete it, where it's like, oh, you don't see it on your gallery anymore, it's still like in your archives where it's like.
Right. So that's obviously how you got flagged. I mean, it's no accident that the fake aerial account was thrown on you, right? But how much child did they make you save to your phone?
Probably about like 50 files.
50 files, and was that like in a hidden folder in a gallery or?
Hidden folder.
Okay.
And in those 50 files, because like a file's a file. Like how many's in like a file from like I guess biggest to lowest?
Oh, 50 separate files.
Oh, so like each video is a separate file?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, like what would like the longest video be?
Probably about like 4 minutes, I think.
What were the age range of the videos they made you save?
Usually around like preteen stuff, so like 8 to older.
Okay.
And then I have like a couple of baby stuff.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Got it.
I mean, I know this is weird, but like, does this place like do y'all sell fried pickles?
Like Papa John's?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Dude, I could use some fried pickles right now.
Yeah.
Starving, but
Gotta go to Buffalo Wild Wings.
oh, that give me food poisoning, but whatever. Okay, so kind of obviously you're a good kid, but you know this probably isn't the first time we've done this.
Yeah.
So help us with the hidden folder. So how do you even go about creating a hidden folder on the iPhone?
Like different apps, like on the App Store, you could have like a hidden folder.
Which app did you use?
It's like this like calculator one.
Calculator one. Is there like a special passcode you had to put in for that?
Yeah, on the app. Yeah.
So
it has a setting for the passcode.
Got it. Was your passcode for that calculator child related at all?
No.
Okay. For our peace of mind, like what was it? Because there's some certain numbers people use to try to indicate they're into. We don't think that's you. But what passcode did you use for our peace of mind?
I used my middle school lunch number.
Which was?
221230.
221230, and that's for the calculator thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Is your iPhone passcode child related?
No, sir.
Okay. What's that passcode?
It's the last 2 birth dates of my sisters.
Which
or
is?
like the birth year. So it's 98, 20, 98, 02, 16.
Okay, and that has nothing to do with like any child. Okay, you promise?
Nothing sinister about. Okay.
Okay.
So neither is the calculator, right?
What do you mean?
Like the calculator has
it's
nothing
lunch
sinister.
number.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
So,
a lunch number.
I mean, I just gotta ask because like, man, you're a young guy.
Yeah.
You know, I'm 24, so we're kind of like the same age range. Were you? You know, I don't mean to get personal here, but like, were you as a child?
Yeah.
You were. Okay. Was it like a family member?
No, my dad kicked me out in middle school, and I was on the street for a week, and I was couch hopping for about like 3 days, and then I got.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry to hear that, man.
So, I see. So, do you think you kind of relive that trauma through the online images?
Yeah.
Okay. So, obviously, we want to, I mean, like I said, man, you're 22. We want to find a way to get through this rather than, just antagonize for it, right? in the hidden folder right now, how much do you think is sitting on there? Like, is it all 55? Is it a little bit less, a little bit more? Or?
Yeah.
All 55?
Yeah.
Okay. So what we don't want to do is continue the cycle, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, so they brought up, and like I said, I didn't tell them everything, but your sister was born in what, 2016?
Yeah.
Okay. So as a result of this, you know, the kid you're living with at home, and then your sister, they're going to be talked to. All right. Look, kids make mistakes. I consider you a kid. You know, not necessarily like they're a kid, but dude, you're a kid till you're 26, in my opinion, until you get off your parents' health insurance, right? So obviously, I don't think should be talked to. Like, I don't want anyone to go talk to them, and you know, then they just find out some things and they just traumatize them, whatever. You know, if something happened, you know, we want you to tell us just to make sure, you know, we rectify it, figure out why it happened. Would there be any reason that maybe a hand wandered on or you got carried away or anything like that?
Oh, no.
Okay. What about any relatives, like sisters, like maybe a hand going the wrong way or anything like that?
Me and my sister, we were like super like in the sense that like we would hit each other, but
okay. Which sister?
My younger one, the one born in 02.
The one born in 02?
Yeah.
Okay. What year were you born?
01.
01. Okay. Did your sister ever try to explore with you or anything?
No. We kicked a lot, like each other in the genitalia.
Okay.
Like,
well, that's what all siblings do. That's fine.
Yeah. It was like a lot of vendetta stuff.
That's fair.
Because obviously, you know, we don't want to, you know, we don't want to hear two different stories. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's the main thing here. You've been honest with us so far, and we respect the hell out of that.
Yeah, no, truly, man.
Yeah, I mean, I
Right.
really did, you know.
And we respect the hell out of you
yeah.
admitting that, man. And I mean, like, bro, you're 22 years old, you know. You have your whole life. If we didn't think that this could be situated right now, we would not be here.
Yeah.
But I mean, with your age and then, you know, them also telling us how good of a guy you are, it's just one of those things where it's like, how can we not come and talk to you? How can we not extend that hand to, like, you know, just see what can we do to rectify this? Because whether you know it or not, like, he struggled with the same issue as well, so that's why he's so knowledgeable in this. And
yeah, but I went down the Telegram pipeline, like kind of like, you know, Beyond Scared Straight.
Yeah.
You know, if you're you know, I'm pretty much like I mean, same, but you know, just different affiliations. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of Telegram, do you ever use Telegram or apps like Zangy? Does the same thing kind of happen on Telegram as well?
I get a lot more bots on Telegram.
But I know the bots also be doing that. Do they also be trying to be like, hey, we have here?
Yeah.
Okay. Has there been any images sent?
No.
Or none? So it's only on
school session.
Okay. No Zangy or anything like that?
No, I don't know what Zangy is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. In all honesty, sorry, I didn't mean.
No,
you're fine, man. You're fine. So is there any situation, because again, you're pretty like, you're not hard to find. I know there's like, you know, a million Jose in Texas, but I mean, your phone, you know, it's very easy to find. I mean, you know, we found this for a reason, right? So would there be any situation where maybe you got a little bit carried away with someone who's a little bit too young in person or anything like that? Because that is going, I mean, it's either going to be found out here and we get through it and we find help for it, or it's going to get found out by talking to them, and then at that point, I can't say we're allies.
You know, it's one thing if you say something, but it's another thing if, you know, a kid comes out and say it first, you know?
Right.
Like, it's one of those things where it's kind of like you got to jump on the grenade before anyone else does, because then you can explain your side of the story.
Right. It's like saving us the time plus taking the accountability shows a lot about you, and, you know, honestly, you know, saves us the pain in the. But God forbid we go talk to a kid and they say anything, it's like, dude, we're not allies anymore. So would there be any situation where somebody younger came onto you or your hand wandered on them or anything like that? Because it's either we're going to find out in this coming week or we're going to find out now. And if we find out now, I guarantee it's going to go a lot better. So is there anything like that?
Only, yes, younger, but they're of age. They're like above the age of 18.
Okay.
Okay. Because you were saying earlier that the reason why you view child is because it's kind of like, you know, you're reliving your trauma, kind of like a therapy. Like, we get that, you know. Obviously, watching something through a screen can be, it's like a Band-Aid, you know what I mean? But we see people that have been where, you know, instead of them having feelings, it's more of, like how you said, just trying to regain something and go back and, like, figure out what that missing piece. And so we see a lot of the time, I mean, like, over 4.5% of the time where it's just, they're gonna do something to a kid, and I mean, statistics don't lie.
Right.
So that's why we're kind of talking to you here. So, I mean,
Well, I appreciate it. Thank
let's
you.
say
Absolutely.
if a young child that kind of ever been around you or anything, would they say the same thing at any time?
What do you mean?
Like, would they say like, hey, Jose touched me here?
Oh, no,
Maybe
sir.
they'll be like, we're playing or something.
No, sir. It's like strictly a plan.
No, man, I appreciate that. Thank you for being on.
I think someone might have called, but we'll just announce it here. How's it going? We're just having a conversation here. Jose, there is child on your phone we got to get rid of, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and you said there's about 55 images on there? Okay, of like kind of babies on up?
Yeah.
Okay, and it's on the phone you have?
Yeah.
And you do trade sometimes?
Yeah.
Child.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Jose, do you mind just giving her the
Yeah.
phone? I mean, oh.
Here's the key. Can you hand her?
Yeah, I'll
Do you live there?
yeah.
Yeah. I love
Okay.
it.
She's on the. No, he's not on the.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I don't know if y'all know how that works, but it doesn't matter. He has residency in that home. He has no residency. He does. It doesn't matter. If he has belongings,
It's
then-
Well,
okay.
they
It's
can
okay.
figure that out later
It's okay.
between them. I think this is more important right now.
I meant like I'll give you the key.
I mean, if he gave it over, he can give it. Like,
Yeah, chew.
no, I'm not.
No.
Okay, I didn't think so.
Yeah. But I think we should worry about the child.
Hey. Get Stu over here.
Hey, you guys do me a huge favor. Would you guys stand over there real quick?
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, where's your badge, dude? Seriously?
Oh my gosh, she got more upset about the
It's a
apartment.
residency than the fact that an 8-year-old child lives there.
Squatters and have rights in 2025.
They did update the squatter statute, but if he's willing to surrender his key, he's giving up his
That's what I'm saying.
residency.
But also, if he's committing a crime against children, his
They-
child in the house.
they
Like, in
have
what
extras.
world would the law side
They have extras.
with the home with an 8-year-old?
Huh, well, this world, but
What's the name of this county?
we're in Tarrant County still.
Glad Tarrant County got their priorities straight.
Well, it's the same county as Euless and Arlington.
Oh, well, I'm glad.
Some places in Tarrant County have their priorities.
Haltom City has a priority straight police
Well,
department.
they came pretty quick. You got to give them credit for
I
that.
do gotta give them credit for that. So I'm sure they know he was about to be homeless.
No, that's right. That's right. They're taking him to the shelter as we speak.
We can't have a we can't have a on the streets. He has to be inside a house.
Right. Oh my God! Thank you, cops, for taking him off the streets.
She's gonna be reluctantly like, I guess you can crash at my place.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm sorry, man.
No, dude, it came out really well.
Man, you have no idea how bad I felt in the car.
No, it's great. Well, I don't know. Whatever your guy.
No, when we got in there, I heard it. I just
I saw that. Yeah. I was like, good.
I
Good.
unplugged the
I was
phone.
gonna do the same thing. Dude.
You still have emote on, just letting you know.
What's up?
You still have emote only on.
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't?
It's off. Yeah. All right, chat it all
It's a
over.
hard time with social cues, with social boundaries. Like,
She's
Hey, I promise you're good.
she's not correct with what she said.
what's else you can't know?
It's called Poachers, and then his is Jidion.
Sorry, my hand's a little up.
And we,
What social media is?
YouTube, yeah.
Instagram.
The more he looks left, that's the more he's lying to you.
Yeah, you think something happened?
I couldn't tell if he was just trying to look at you or if he was averting his look every time he was.
Right.
But it's a common.
Yeah, this is us right. This is mine right here. And then
Got it.
here's his.
Yeah, he was pretty adamant that nothing happened but he was.
Better have happened with my son.
Yeah, I mean, the good news is he said nothing did. The bad news is that like he's into babies, but
This is a guy we caught earlier today.
yeah, it seemed like he kind of
Hopefully the same
hesitated
thing
when I
happens
asked.
to him.
Like,
Will y'all let me know when the
I
video's
mean, it's
out?
almost
Oh yeah,
guaranteed.
most definitely.
Because I know he texted me the drive. I already said the drive to my boss.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Right.
He
and
got
my boss
charged.
is happy that it's not in front of the storefront.
The only thing is, I think
it's like she just needs she's like, oh, I don't need to be in the kitchen. I can do what the men do. That's just the mentality.
They will want to bring the kids in, just talk to them, just to be even extra safe. I know that. But
I don't know what the routine is. Like my son, he struggles with social cues and stuff like that. Would they let me be with him?
So the reason we want to talk to you now is you saying you live there with him. Regardless of this, I wouldn't put this out. Hold on, sir. Hold on.
No, I would just walk over here.
Alright, can I get her information real quick? Was she the one that had the decoy and had...
No, that was us.
Well, let's go and talk over there real quick while she talks.
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
No problem.
Where do you want us at?
Just, again, I just got here, so I'm trying to figure out what happened between you guys and get a quick update. For now, can I get her information real quick just to get started, and we can go ahead and break down and figure out?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't actually have her information. We just met her tonight, but
So how did she come in?
so I'll just tell you everything from start to finish. So we have a group called Poachers where we catch online child across the country. We have arrests in 48 states, convictions in 41. We have an arrest here in Tarrant County last year. I think it's still pending for child. And typically we pose as a minor online, and from across the country message us under the assumption we're minors. You know how it goes. They kind of say what they say. In this case, he wasn't too with our minor decoy, but he indicated that he was into child. He didn't send us any, but he kind of had certain apps that we, kind of know at this point. And so we just tried to figure out where he was, and I called him, said I had a package for him. They took the phone. Called him and said I had a package for him, and he gave me his apartment address. And we end up going to the apartment where he lives with her and her husband and her kid. And we came when she was outside. Before he got home, we didn't know he wouldn't be home, and we told her what was going on. And obviously, as the good person she is, she was displeased with what we were saying and displeased with what we should.
You're related to him, is that correct?
No, he's just my roommate.
Right, just
roommate, okay.
Right, former friend of his, and yeah, so she allowed us to she kind of indicated that he's over at Pizza or Papa John's. She kind of led us over here and said we can go talk to him, and then Jose agreed to talk to us voluntarily. Never did we threaten him. Never did we threaten to call the cops or anything like that. And he admitted to us on camera that he has child his babies on his phone, that he's been trading that child online, and that he has a hidden calculator folder on his phone with that child in about 55 images. He gave me the password to that folder, gave me the password to his phone. It's an iPhone, so I know it's a little bit hard to crack, but you all have the passcode now. And I believe he's very, very right for an arrest on scene right now.
Okay. And he also admitted everything whenever your officer came on body cam about how he has all the child.
His phone, I can go grab it.
So
I think he had his phone. He gave it to her.
Oh, there's one like right in there
Just a
too.
little bit further. So can I get your information?
Problem.
Who's your roommate? Is that correct?
Yes.
And you have a kid?
I have an 8-year-old son. Yes.
Okay, how was he?
Top like across the room. That was one moment I was like, oh yeah.
Well, hypothetically, do you think that if that were to be aggressive, do you think hypothetically that she'd be able to arrest her?
You see, here's the thing. All right.
Well, before we get to that, let me talk about this accident that was in 1972.
Well, here, let me use you as an example, okay?
Well, hypothetically, if I were to use you as an example,
you see, my brother.
Oh my God.
My brother had a situation like this.
Right.
We got zoom in.
All right.
Here,
Guys, don't pass this line right here.
No problem. No problem.
Okay. So again, he's up here. He got here. That's when you guys both showed up. All four of you guys showed up. Is that correct? And they confronted him. For you to leave off.
Me and Jidion just caught him.
What you wanted to do? He had 55 images. Hey guys, again, stay over here.
Well, you said nothing about the line.
Stay over here.
You set the line. Yeah, but I'm like way far behind the line at this point.
My van next to this is
The white van is one of the drivers.
He doesn't have a vehicle.
How do you get here?
One of the drivers talked about just because we're a one vehicle household. So when I don't work, one of the drivers
You
will
mean
come
Alex?
pick up and my husband.
And you guys, which one of you guys were the ones that talked with him about
Me and him, we talked to this.
you guys decided to meet up here?
He was just at work here, and this is where we just talked to him. Yes, sir. Get him out of the car. Or actually, get that thing from the car for me real quick. You know what I'm talking about? That one thing.
Is that your car?
Yeah, that is our car. Yeah, he's gonna get that thing for me real quick. But yeah, we're the ones who talked to him.
How did you decide to meet up here?
So it wasn't me. I don't know if you're
I had a package for him. Honestly, he just gave me his address. So,
Who was the one that mainly talked with him? Was it you or
like in person or online?
online?
Online, I'll give you her info, but she's not here right now.
Okay.
If you want to get ad-free access of our rawest, unedited, and uncensored catches, exclusive live streams, and behind-the-scenes phone calls, join our locals for the low price of just $10 a month. And don't forget to get yourself something new like our exclusive Air Gordon t-shirt, only on PredatorPoachers.com.